Belgian. He's second from the right of your screen, just hopping up and down at the moment. The blonde-haired Belgian leads this year's European best performers by over 20 seconds. And he was majestic in qualifying. I think that's the one way to say it. I mean, we were wondering because he took a big lead and then basically stopped, let everybody catch up, and then sprinted away. And we were wondering what was going on, and he later revealed it was actually just his tactic to run away from everybody, let them reel him in, and then just run away again. More of a mind game, you might say. As we look at everybody else, here's Murray Yassinkaya. Yassinkaya second on the European rankings this year, having won the Balkan Under-20 Championships. Yassinkaya, well, 8:54.82, but a long way adrift of this man, as you can see from the statistics. Tim van der Velde. And van der Velde, like every athlete here in Borås, is wearing a bib that has I Run Clean on, which means they've undertaken European Athletics' online e-learning program, which educates athletes about anti-doping issues.
On your marks.
Well, we mentioned van der Velde and Yassinkaya, but also running is Adebayi of Great Britain, Kavicava of Georgia, Nur of Sweden, Imroth, second Briton in this final, Vecchi of Italy, Sesmarai of Hungary, Valinicius of Lithuania, the very good Portuguese, very tall Portuguese steeplechaser, Edson Barros, Usa of France, Viciosa of Spain, Elanda of Finland, Mekanovic of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Garcia of Spain. We're looking now at, well, they just went over the first barrier. Van der Velde at the back as they started, and now just starting to move around, keeping well out of trouble. Fairly slow pace, I think we can see that with the naked eye at this stage. So it's just a question of trotting round. It seems as though Van der Velde is content at this stage just to let other people do a bit of the work. Doesn't look like he's going to turn this into a time trial.
So the women's pole vault's getting underway this evening. You can see the championship record there, held by a Swede who set a new Swedish record this year, Angelica Bengtsson. Could be quite a close final indeed. Got the likes of Saga Andersson, Catalina, the neutral athlete. 4:55 PB in Kazan last year.
So it's Yalkinskaya leading the way. So they've just gone through a lap and a half. And this is rather pedestrian, which is probably not a good idea as far as some of the men in the middle of the pack, the men who've clocked around 9 minutes, because it does rather eliminate their chances of getting in amongst the medalists. Could end up just being a ferocious burn-up over the last 600, maybe 400 meters. So it's Nur going to the front. Well, we saw Nur lead his heat a couple of days ago for a very long period. Spaniard Garcia has got up there, and also Viciosa. Viciosa, the son of Isaac Viciosa, who was a European indoor medalist back in the 1990s. So 3:05.60, well, quite gentle pace. Nobody's working too hard at the moment. Everybody operating, well, around 10 seconds slower than their personal best, so this isn't going to be a problem for anyone at this stage. And indeed, nobody seems to have already in trouble. Vecchi and the Bosnian. Makronovic also up there.
The Frenchman just pushed onto the inside of the track there, actually almost running onto the grass.
Yes, the judges will have a look at it, but if it wasn't his fault, they'll probably let it pass. So Nur. Yes. But it's so bunched, I don't think he had any way to go.
Yes.
So Van der Velde has moved up steadily as well. And the Belgian favourite is on the inside, half a stride back. Nur, much more diminutive figure of Sweden, on his outside. Familiar yellow vest of Sweden. Well, there's been a gentle increase in pace, and that has strung the field out. It's been Usa who's been doing a little bit of that work and pushing on a bit. Viciosa well up there at the moment.
And finally, the top-ranked athlete this year with 4:36, representing Switzerland, Andina Hoder.
Barros not showing yet, but he ran very well in the heats, and seen Barros in action at other events, including getting a medal at last year's European Under-18 Championships. So Nur, I think he was putting his hand to his ears there, saying, "I can't hear you." Oh, that's cheeky. Well done. Omar Nur of Sweden, invoking the applause of the crowd. I haven't seen that before, I must confess. Or at least not in the middle of a race.
Well, we thought they were getting a bit more strung out. At a moment there, they were bunched back together again.
Quite true. The field is concertinaing back together again as Omanir continues to pull everybody along. 6:10.05 at 2,000 meters. So still not really very much in it. They're only very fractionally faster on this second kilometre. So coming up with 2 laps to go, 800 metres to go. It's the local hope, Omanur. Izzat Viciosa in third. Second being held at the moment by the Turk, Yalcinskaya. Oh, there's a folder there. That was Viciosa going down. No, it was the other Spaniard, Garcia, who took a tumble. Seremai. Well, Nur was well clear of that. Now Borås loping around. Still, Tim van der Velde hasn't shown. Nur running extremely well at this moment. About a 15-metre gap back to Borås, who's run a very tactically astute race and just moved up gradually. Yalcinskaya up on the shoulder of the Portuguese. So as they hear the bell, and that's about 20-metre advantage Omanur has got. Yalcinskaya now starting to work hard to try and roll him back. Barros looked around there just to see where everybody else was. Well, there's about another 7 or 8 metres back to Sedemai, the Hungarian, and no sign at all so far of Tim van der Velde. And the wheels are coming off Van der Velde. He's going backwards. After his antics in the heat 2 days ago, what has happened to Van der Velde? He was a prohibitive favourite, but let's look at the man who's leading the way at the moment with 200 metres to go. It's Omanur Behind him, Yalcinskas of Turkey, Borås of Portugal. Those are the men in the medal positions at the moment. Well, Yalcinskas is pulling in. He's getting up on the shoulder of Nur. Nur now starting to look very tired. He's looking around him. Yalcinskaya now over the barrier and into the front and sprinting for home. Nur, well, it's a gold for Turkey. Yalcinskaya takes gold in 8:58.20 unofficially. Silver for Sweden, and a very unexpected silver indeed, with bronze going to Turkey, to Eton Barros. A personal best for Oman Nur, first time inside 9 minutes. Yalcinskaya, well, tactically spot on. The threat from Tim van der Velde never ever materialised. The Belgian absolutely distraught. There was nothing left in the tank. He's sobbing his heart out. But there's also tears for Murat Yalcinskaya. Turkey take gold. Well, he's a very good athlete indeed. Yalcinskaya was 5th at the World Under-18s 2 years ago, over the 2,000 metres barriers. Made the final last year of the World Under-20s. Moved up. Ran very well this year. Won the Balkan Under-20 title. And now he's the European champion at the 3,000 metre steeplechase. And Oman Nur, well, frustration having given away the gold medal in the last 40 metres. But to be honest, there's no reason for Nur to be disappointed. He ran absolutely magnificently, took the race by the scruff of the neck, and fully deserved his silver medal, which was very, very unexpected. And still coming round, I think Garcia just trying to finish and get a time. Perhaps a bit battered and bruised. He's just completing the course. That's the incident.
2 Spaniards involved, is it? Yes.
Well, it was Garcia who went down, and he didn't quite bring down Viciosa, but certainly Viciosa trod all over him. There'll be puncture marks from those spikes, without a doubt. And Garcia wending his weary way around this Leobarlen track to come home. Well, it's going to be just inside 12 minutes, but he's applauded by the rest of the competitors as well for not tossing it.